go 2 5-inning games because of the time limit and a little bit cooler in the air and stuff like that based on time. So you might see that every once in a while, whereas you're not very rarely will you see a varsity game only go 5 innings unless it's run ruled. But that's pretty much it because, the goal on JV is, and again, when they do double headers, you might see a totally different lineup from game to game because the goal is to get as many players into the game as possible. So, but
the Spain Park JV team, do we have their record? I don't see it.
Yeah, 14-10-1. The Jaguars have JV 14-10-1. Coming off Monday beat Hewitt-Trussville last week. Split with Oak Mountain on Friday in a game I think that was, and then again split 2 days before that again with Oak Mountain. So 2 splits with Oak Mountain last week. And I know they did very well in the tournament. They're coming out now for the national anthem. So we'll take a break here, and as we honor the flag in America, and the players step out for the national anthem.
Reese Jones. At shortstop, batting third, number 1, Brock Bradley. In the cleanup, number 8, at third base, Logan Bradford. In right field, number 22, Hagen Holly. At first base, number 3, Eli Smallwood. At second base, number 16, Jack Sellers. At catcher, number 12, Jack Miller. In center field, number 4, Andrew Thornton. And on the mound tonight for our Spain Park Jaguars is number 19, Max Vincent.
Where's your game taper guy? I don't even know who normally does. Yeah, I know. All right, got the lineup now. Game changer's a little slow starting today, but leading off for Trussville is number 8, Jackson. Center fielder, pitching for the Jaguars, Max Vincent. There you go.
Two one count. G, have you seen Vincent pitch much this year?
A little bit. He's pitched well. Most of the times I've seen him, he's come in out of the pen in relief and has really done a nice job either getting him out of a jam or settling in and kind of sustaining for the rest of the way there. So he's pitched well.
2-2 count. Count goes full. Pretty good pitch, but he walks the leadoff man.
All right, man, I'm first.
We only have 2 umpires?
2 umpires. That's usually what you have until you get a little further into to regionals. Last year there was such a shortage on umpires, Mike, that several games we just had 1. So Zeke Vogel now at bat for the Huskies. Zeke Vogel, his younger brother, but there was a Zeke Vogel on the varsity team last night. So
yep.
2 balls, no strikes. It's one thing that I'm sure you watch, Mike, the coaching show, the Jags, then we do with Coach Smith. That's his biggest thing he preaches every week is no freebies, no freebies. They'll kill you every time.
Throw strikes.
Runner goes.
Strike.
Great throw. Just a little short, but great backup by the second baseman to make sure it doesn't no advancement there, but a good jump, but not a bad throw, just a little short, but runner steals the base nonetheless, and we got a 2-1 count.
Nice bunt.
Great bunt. It's going to be a bunt for a hit.
Logan Bradford was in a tough spot there. That's a tough call there, even at the
Coach Whitaker coaching him up. Explained what somebody I didn't charge. I think third baseman, he wanted to come in on that one, but right between the pitcher and the third baseman there, and that was just a tough one. I'm not even sure if he comes in, it was going to be a tough one.
That's what I was going to say. Even if he makes a play on that ball, it may be an infield hit regardless.
And then, and again, running tough throw. If there's any type of errant throw, then you're giving up the run. So, but nobody down. Men on first and third here. Helmer.
Down the line, left field line.
Left fielder gets to it quickly, brings it in, which holds the runner at second. So, man on first and second now, nobody down. But Trussville does put a run on the board. Lukowitz at bat at the plate now for Trussville. Man on first and second. Max Vincent on the mound for the Jaguars. Again, another bunt. Pitcher's going to field it. Oh. Ball drifted just a little on him. And ended up, I think that did hit the batter, Mike? Did that hit the runner?
I did not see.
I think it hit the runner. Again, another tough play, another good bunt.
Yes.
Another good bunt from Trussville there. Put it kind of in a tough position and throw just tailed a little bit on him, and I think it did end up hitting the batter.
Well, they have a pinch runner coming in.
It's a courtesy runner. It's going to be a catcher. That's catcher and pitcher to speed up the game. Since I know you hadn't been out here much for baseball, basketball is your deal that you have courtesy runner, so you can bring a guy off the bench to run for him to speed up the game.
Okay.
So it's courtesy runner. It's either you designate somebody or in some situations it's the previous out, but most of the time in high school it's you designate a guy.
Well hit. Nice play by Bradford.
Yeah. Great play, and, nice awareness. Looked to double him up at third. Might have had a chance first, but I don't think so. And I don't think that would have probably been a wise throw. One down now for the Jags, though. 2-0 Trussville, man on first and third.
If there's not a runner on third, maybe Bradford makes that throw.
Yeah.
Wild pitch, 3-0.
Catcher's got to get down there and make a play to try to block that. I don't know if he got crossed up there or what, but that's one. Not the best pitch, but he's got to get down and try to make a block there.
What do you see the difference, if any, between varsity and JV with the amount of off-speed versus fastball?
I mean, the curveball definitely is a lot stronger. I mean, and the off speed, you've got to have that in varsity. And they're still kind of developing here. But it's significantly different. And that's one thing too, that I give Coach Dunn, the Spain Park pitching coach, a lot of credit for. He's a believer in developing that right. He doesn't rush them along. He has them do it right. He has them do the fundamentals to get it right. And get those off-speed pitches and calls a great game in those, and kind of works with guys into, maybe a guy doesn't have the best curveball. He works with them on getting a slider, but gets the kind of what fits their arm slot and their pitching style.
Mm-hmm. Well, very similar to other sports, it seems to me that when you get to the high-level schools, the 7A schools, these JV squads, a lot of these kids are varsity players, even as a freshman and sophomore, at other schools. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah. I mean, you go to like Vestavia right now. Vestavia, their entire JV is a bunch almost, I'm not going to say their entire, but is very heavily weighted with juniors. They have a lot, and again, that's something that Spain Park did consider this year, was possibly keeping some juniors down on JV, but because they have so many seniors, there's 12 seniors on this varsity team.
Ooh.
He was close. He got in under. They have 12 seniors on this varsity team, and I think, it's important to get reps. But, again, something that Spain Park does well that a lot of people don't see is for the guys that are maybe getting reps in an actual game, they simulate a lot of game situations during the week and in practice to get those reps exactly like a game-like situation. Now, you may not be playing another team, but you're getting those reps, so you are prepared if you have to go in.
Right.
And I think that's important, and that's something that Spain Park, Coach Smith, Coach Dunn, Coach Spencer really focus on. Two balls, two strikes.
One away.
3-0 Trussville here in the top of the first. Fouls. Oop, that's going to be a pop fly.
Logan Bradford getting a lot of work here in the top of the first.
It's the way it is sometimes. I tell you, though, this, again, talking varsity JV, that's one thing that this varsity team, I think, is extremely unique this year for Spain Park. They are so close and they've played together for so long. Yet, I mean, you wouldn't know it because you don't see any separation between the juniors that have come up and the seniors the seniors have really embraced the responsibility of, leading them and developing them. And so if they need them in games this year, or so they're prepared next year. And it's really a, really unique total team atmosphere. And you would, in a lot of situations with that many guys that have played together for so long, it'd be a little cliquey. And you don't see or feel any of that at all with this team.
That's a common trait here at Spain Park. When my son was here back in 2012, a lot of the athletes, the seniors mentored, and then each class just kept carrying it on. JT does this. You see the same thing with the track team. And that's important. If you're going to build a program, a quality program, you have to have that.
You know, and there was a lot of that. I think we saw that, and we talked to Sam Wright and Zach Gray, Hunter Harrett, and Evan Hauser, the 4 seniors, about their role in doing that. You know, they came in even a more unique situation 4 years ago with a brand new coach and trying to change the basketball culture here somewhat. And again, a lot of sophomores playing for varsity for the Lady Jags this year, and I know they're looking for a new coach right now. Getting excited to see maybe. I know they're probably still about a month or a month and a half off.
Hagen Holly.
Great catch by Hagen Holly out there.
Hagen Holly's got one of 4 kids, all athletes. Wes, Davis, and the best athlete in the family is probably Tatum, who's an athlete now at Mississippi State in Starkville.
Trying to get her. Actually, I'm a little derelict in my duty here. I was supposed to have texted her yesterday, and I'll try to do it today about getting her on and doing our Spain Park Where Are They Now and talk to her. She's having a great career at Mississippi State cheering, and she's got has a very unique opportunity with I think UCA that she got this year, and I believe isn't the oldest Wes getting married here in a week or two.
He is.
So
and the 22nd. Well, I don't think we should hear that. Yeah, so. He's getting married soon, and great kid. All 4 of them are great kids, and come from a great family.
So leading off for the Jaguars, you can have Arnold Bush, followed by Reese Jones and Brock Bradley, and then Logan Bradford, Hagen Holly, Eli Smallwood. If I call him Evan today, I apologize. He's doing a lot of varsity games, but Eli nonetheless just is another good athlete in the entire Smallwood family. Jack Sellers and Millard behind the plate catching, and Andrew Thornton out in center field pitching. We don't have a pitcher yet for Trussville. They haven't updated it on Game Changer yet, but as soon as they do, we'll let you know who that is.
Coming up to bat now for our Spain Park Jaguars is number 6, Arnold Bush.
Just like sister girl, just me and gang, and no one got their phone into it. Here she out with us, and she won't make it home.
That's where you want to live, right there, right at the knees.
How many left-handed or switch hitters does Spain Park have?
You know, I don't think we have any switch hitters. I don't know. I'm not aware of any, but I know we've got on the varsity we've got I think only 2 left-handed, Jacob Tobias and Matthew Wedra.
One ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Arnold Bush playing left field for the Jags. That will drop in the gap for a single by Arnold Bush. Good at bat there. He got behind 0-2. Worked the count and got a single out of it.
Kind of liking this new camera angle for right field. I just think it gives you a little bit better angle and we can pick up a little bit more. So,
yeah, full marks on that.
These are the things I lay in bed at night at 2 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep thinking about where do I put my camera? What's my camera angle?
Pass ball.
I don't know if you picked up on it like a lot last night, Mike, but Trussville was doing a lot of shifts, and I mean, in fact, there was a couple times they had it where the shift was so far over that with the guy on second, he could just take off, and it was just going to be a foot race there to third base. And in fact, one time I think it was Evan Smallwood late in the game. I think it was Cole Edwards picked up on it and just basically took the base for free.
Yeah, well, and he's got great speed, so.
Foul ball, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody down. Reese Jones at the plate. Lukowitz on the mound for the Huskies.
Bush getting a big enough lead to get the pitcher's attention.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, that's one thing you kind of just led into something there. I was going to mention, that is one thing I do sometimes tend to notice sometimes in JV. It's that the pitchers, I think, in my opinion, pay a little bit too much attention to some of the guys on the base pass, almost to the point where it becomes a distraction. Making maybe some ill-advised. Again, you never know when it's a called throw over.
Well hit ball to left field. I'm familiar with Brock. Played both basketball at Barry and then quarterback for Spain Park. We have a lot of multi-sport athletes. I know Hagan plays several sports. Brock playing football and baseball.
Yeah. Several of them. I mean, a good portion of the Spain Park Varsity multi-sport athletes. Jack Kendrick had a great season in football. Has been a major contributor in various areas. He's kind of a jack of all trades, we call him. Sometimes it's pinch running, sometimes it's pinch hitting, sometimes it's been playing in the field. Evan Smallwood, of course, quarterback, and Clay Spencer. Just the kind of the list goes on.
I like to see the multi-sport athletes because so often it's discouraged these days, and that's disappointing.
Nice steal there by Arnold Bush, taking third there. Brock Badley, ball, 1 ball, no strikes. 1 down for the Jaguars here in the bottom of the first, down 3-0. I don't know, looked like a little indecision there, Mike, on that.
Yeah, he took a lot off that pitch.
Yeah, it looked like Brock kind of wanted it and then wasn't sure and then went after it. Again, that's when you can do that on him with the no strikes on you. Going to get the run in. I think the umpire did call a strike. He went, so it's going to be but Spain Park does get on the board, puts a run on. Again, the walk and 2 stolen bases and a pass ball or a wild pitch.
That was a big variance there between that off-speed pitch and that fastball.
All right, 2 down now for the Jags. Logan Bradford at the plate, nobody on.
Hewitt leads 3-1. Pitcher has showing good control here in this first inning.
Quickly 0-2 on Logan Bradford.
I watched Logan play linebacker and running back for middle school for football. The football team missed him.
Ooh. Oh, that's a late call there.
That was almost like a slow roll in poker.
Yeah, that was a late call there. So, late call. But I'm going to step away for a minute here, use the restroom. Ask David Spencer a quick question.
At the end of one, it is Hewitt 3, Spain Park 1. Simpson will be first up for Hewitt in the top of the second. Vincent's first pitch is high. Ball 2. Huskies have 3 hits, 3 runs in the first inning. Here in the top of the second. There's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. All popped up down the right field line. Foul. Counts now even, 2-2. Hard hit ball, Logan Bradford. He snags the out. 1 down. Ball 1. Hoffman at bat for the Huskies. That ball was high. 2 balls, no strikes. That was the 31st pitch for Vincent. We're in the top of the second inning. Good pitch there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hit by pitch. He'll advance to first base. Top half of the second inning, it's Hewitt 3, Spain Park 1. 1 away, runner on first. Number 8, Jackson at the plate. Pickoff attempt. Nice pitch. 0-1 to Jackson. Well hit ball to left field. Nice play by Arnold Bush. Two away. Top half of the second inning. Throw to first. Ball low. Runner on first takes second base. Good pitch to do so on that off speed. Runner on second. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 away. Top half of the second inning. Ball hit to left field. Arnold Bush makes the play. That'll do it for the top half of the second inning. Hewitt 3, Spain Park 1.
Number 22, Hagen Holly.
Hagen Holly will lead it off for the Jags in the bottom half of the second inning. Once again, Hagen, a multi-sport athlete. Hagen flies out to right field.
Stepping to the plate now is number
1 away.
Eli Sparks.
Sorry, I left you hanging there for a minute there, Mike. Got a question from a cheer parent about some stuff that they're going to do for football, some technical stuff to try to, to maybe do some more unique things with the game day at football games. So I was answering some technical questions over there.
Okay. You're the tech guy. One ball, no strike. 1 away. Two-0 to Smallwood. I'm just going to say Smallwood so I don't mention his brother's name.
Ethan, Evan, Eli, all of them. And the parents did us no favors by doing them all with ease.
Right. Good eye there.
I tell you what, they're going back, and I know Trussville's batted since then, but that was a pretty slow roll on that strike 3 call on Logan Bradford.
Yeah, I give you some grief about commenting on officiating at times, but that was a very slow roll.
Yeah.
Almost like you didn't know what to. Full count.
Oh, he says he went. Again, I'm not quite sure about that, but what do you think? You think he went there?
I do,
Do you?
but we don't have the benefit of replay unless you wanted.
We do here, but I don't have it on.
Okay.
Actually, this does have a replay function, but it's a little bit challenging to use, and it's a little bit more manual. So every once in a while, I'll throw a replay in there. But they say it's designed for maybe one replay. So, but it's
Well, here's the thing: we're months into this,
Yeah.
right? But we're light years ahead of where we thought we would be.
without a doubt.
This kid can bring it. His off-speed pitches, or he's able to locate them, and then his fastball, he's able to get it high in the zone, and the kids aren't catching up to it.
Fouls it away, hangs tight. 0-2, 2 outs here at the bottom of the second. 3-1 Huskies. Don't be looking at your watch. You have no place to be.
I have to be at a cheer meeting.
Fouls it away.
I'll go in the stands and get you I'll get a fill-in.
Thought you were the fill-in today, Mike.
I am.
So you're going to get a fill-in for the fill-in?
Mm-hmm.
We're getting deep on the bench today.
You're going to get a fourth stringer. Ball outside. One ball, two strikes, two away. Good eye.
Just a little low, it looked like there. Yeah. That's going to be out of play. Ooh, into the bleachers.
You should have made that play, G.
I should have. I'm all about just protecting the equipment.
Full count.
Got to hold that one nice, but it's going to be right at the left fielder. Took a step back, but adjusted, and that is going to be the third out of the inning. So as we, okay. Helmer's at the plate for the Huskies. Max Vincent back out on the mound for the Jaguars at the top of the third here. 1-1 count. Hard pulled foul. Way out in front of that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Max Vincent threw 2 innings, 40 pitches, 22 strikes. Nice play there by Logan Bradford at third. 1 out now. Brings pitcher Lukowitz up to bat for the Huskies. Two down now. Brings up Barlock for Hewitt-Trussville. Called strike there. No balls, 1 strike. Last at bat, Barlock lined out to third baseman Logan Bradford. Goes that way again. Hard fall. Foul ball, though, out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball. We'll reset and do it again here. So far, Max Vincent, 45 pitches. Looking good, though. He's 26 strikes. Since the first inning, he's really settled in there nicely. Trussville scored 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 earned runs, and 1 walk for Max, and no strikeouts, but through 2 2/3 innings. Tried to get him to chase one there. Not a bad miss. Tried to get him to chase one there with a off-speed pitch, and he thought about it, but held up. But a good place to throw that pitch right there and waste one. Try to get him to chase. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it away. Barlock really hanging tight here. Max Vincent throwing some nice pitches, and Barlock out in front of a couple of them and fouled a couple back. But nonetheless, this is getting a nice little pitcher batter duel right here in the bottom or top of the third here. 2 out. Way out in front of that one. Again, a little off-speed pitch there, and Barlock way out in front, fouls it away down the left field line. Two balls, 2 strikes. Again, nice pitch there. Couldn't get him to go after it. So brings the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's going to be the 10th or 11th pitch at this at bat. And he finally gets one fair down the line. First base coach is waving him on the second. It looks like it's going to be a stand-up double. Bush gets the ball in to shortstop, and Barlock, after about a 10 or 11 pitch at bat there, goes ahead and gets a stand-up double with a hard line drive down the left field line. Two down, Durden at the plate. Durden 0 for 1 on the day. It's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Thornton settles under it, and that will end the inning. No damage done. Still 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. It's springtime, which means the pollen's in the air, and that means it's all time to get outside and do all those projects you've been thinking about over the winter time. But Birmingham Landscape Design can do whatever you need, and inside or out. They're a big supporter of Spain Park baseball. In fact, you guys probably know Rick Strawn. He's my partner in crime usually on the Varsity broadcasts, and so encourage you to reach out to Birmingham Landscape Design for any projects that you have going around the house that you don't want to tackle yourself or that may be too big for you to tackle. They do a great job, and they got a great portfolio. So encourage you to get out there to their website, birminghamlandscapedesign.net, and check them out and let them help you out with getting your house ready for you to enjoy throughout the spring and the summer. All right, Jack Millard up, the catcher for the Jaguars, number 8 hole hitter. So we got 8, Andrew Thornton on deck, and then we're back to the top of the lineup with Arnold Bush. First pitch called strike one. Called strike two right there at the knees. He has been consistent with that call, though, throughout the game. I looked outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lukowitz threw 2 innings, 37 pitches, 22 strikes. No hits. He's given up 1 run, unearned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Faced 7 batters. Tried to throw a curveball there, just didn't get over the top of it, hung up high, and that's going to bring the count to 2-2. Outside, ball 3. So after 2 quick strikes to start the at-bat, count's gone to 3-2. And he misses. It's going to be a 4 after opening the at-bat with 2 quick strikes. 1 foul ball in there, 4 balls. Miller draws the walk. He will have a courtesy runner for him at first base there, as he is the catcher. Andrew Thornton, center fielder, at bat now. Andrew's had several plays in the outfield this game to several putouts so far, fly balls, and has played solid defense today. Could be low and outside, ball one. Arnold Bush on deck for the Jaguars. Called strike, evens the count at 1-1. One ball, one strike. Andrew Thornton at the plate. Arnold Bush on deck. Going to be a little high there. Ball two. Lukowitz letting the first base runner know that he knows he's there. Couple of pickoff attempts. Ball outside. Umpire throws his hand out a little bit just to let them know that that's that the coach might have asked previously where the miss was, and the umpire let him know. 3 balls, 1 strike. It's going to be low. It's going to be back-to-back walks for the Jaguars. As we return to the top of the lineup, Arnold Bush steps to the plate. Arnold Bush walked his first at bat, and this is the lone Jaguar run on the board. Huskies going with a little bit of a shift. Second baseman over, naturally, with the left-handed batter, and shortstop playing almost even with Arnold Bush going to try to lay down the bunt there, fouls it back. Pulls the bunt back for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bunt, it's popped up a little bit. Catcher wisely lets the ball go foul, and that is going to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just had enough backspin on that ball to have it pull back foul. Wise decision by the catcher. I don't think he would have had a play there had he let that, or had he picked up that ball. Pitch was a little low there to bunt, but Arnold Bush did the best he could with it and just popped it up a little bit, and that put a little backspin on the ball, pulling it foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball low, that evens the count, 2-2. Jaguars love to get some runs here. Nobody out. Man on first and second to start the inning here at the top of the lineup. Good hard ground ball up the middle. Catch. Shortstop makes a great play. Not sure he got anybody out there, though. Great diving stop, but was unable to get Andrew Thornton with a great jump at first base to prevent any type of force out there. Shortstop made a great play, diving and knocking it down, but no play to any base. So great infield hit by Arnold Bush. Great at bat after trying to get a couple of bunts down, unable to do so, but still advances the runners nonetheless. Bases loaded now for Reese Jones, the designated hitter. Be a ball outside. Charlie Kramer is the courtesy runner for the catcher on third base. Ball high, that brings count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Bases are loaded for the Jaguars. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Ground ball, it's gonna, looks like it's gonna get into the hole. Shortstop tried to backhand that and was unable to do so. I'm not sure, again, he had to play anywhere. If he does backhand that, it was pretty deep into the hole. So great at bat there by Reese Jones. Drives in the run, bringing the score to 3-2 for the Jaguars, and that brings Brock Bradley, shortstop, to the plate. Brock Bradley 0 for 1 on the day, struck out his first at bat. Still nobody down here for the Jaguars here in the bottom of the third. Just misses ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball low. Catcher almost got away from him, giving the Jags a chance for another run there, but he did get enough of it to block it and keep it right beneath him. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 2 strikes. Logan Bradford on deck for the Jaguars. Bradley holds, swing, and full count now. Bases loaded. It's going to be ball 4.
Up to bat now is number 8, Logan Bradford.
Run that back turbo. You can get the biggest Chanel back in the store if you want it. I gave him the drip, they set it up, I got him on it. I bought a new bag, I had to watch someone to tone it.
Ball game tied now, 3-3. Logan Bradford at the plate for the Jaguars. Called strike one. Nobody down still. Ooh, looked a little outside, but the umpire is going to give him the strike call there. One ball, two strikes, nobody down. Tie ball game now, 3-3. Oh, wow. I'm not sure about that. It didn't have the angle of the umpire, but he does call it a fair ball, and it's going to be a fielder's choice. Going to be get the runner out at home for the first out of the inning. So the Jags do not get the run there. That was close. I'm not quite sure exactly where. It was close to where he fielded, but I'm going to go ahead and give the umpire the benefit of the doubt there since he had the better angle on it, but it looked close. Hagen Holly now at the plate for the Jaguars. Going to be high for a ball one. Ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out here. Bases loaded still for the Jags in the bottom of the third. 3-3 ball game. Inside ball, 3-3, no count. No place to put him here, so it's going to be ball 4, Jaguars.
Stepping to the plate now is number 3, Eli Smallwood. Chillin' with some Skinners. Let's get this thing started. Let's make it a party.
Eli Smallwood now, first baseman at the plate for the Jaguars. Low gets away from the catcher, but not enough for the runner to go. Ball 1. Called strike. Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ooh. It's been outside. It looked pretty good from here, but again, it's hard to tell. But umpire did not waver, neither did the batter. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here. 1 out. Great take there by Eli Smallwood. Gets a hold of that one. Should be and out, but he's going to get the sacrifice and should bring in the run to bring the score to a total of 5-3 here for the Jaguars. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third, but the run does score, so great at bat by Eli Smallwood driving in the run. So other runners did not have the opportunity to advance, so runners will remain at first and second. What's up, man? Good, how are you? Ball low, great block by the catcher there to keep that in front of him, keep the runners at their respective bases. 1 ball, no strikes. Foul ball. Looked like it went off his foot, but umpire waits a delayed call until the first baseman picks it up. Hagan Holly on first base. Logan Bradford on second base for the Jaguars. 2 down here. 5-3, bottom of the third. Jaguars put 4 on the board so far this inning. Three balls, one strike. Lots of pitches for Trussville pitcher Lukowitz this inning. Up to 79 pitches, 38 strikes. He's faced 15 batters, but a good portion of those pitches have come this inning. It's been a long inning for him.
Up to bat now is number 12, Jack Miller.
Trussville going to come out, talk it over, probably going to make a pitching change here, I would guess. It was roughly 48 pitches that inning here for Lukowitz, so it had been somewhat cruising to that point, but the Jaguars were able to connect with him, and a couple of walks and freebies, as Coach Smith likes to call them. So that forced the Huskies to bring in a relief pitcher, see if they can't get out of this inning here. But Alfano in for the Huskies here. He's going to try to take it over here in the bottom of the third to get the final out. Two outs here, top of the fourth. Max Vincent still on the mound. He's come out nicely here at the top of the fourth after a long rest there in the bottom of the third. It's always kind of interesting to see how a pitcher's going to respond after kind of sitting that long, but Max seems to still doesn't seem to have impacted him at all. Great play there by shortstop. Brock Bradley, make throw on a run. Great throw to Eli Smallwood, and good footwork there on the base to go ahead and get the stretch and get the out there. So the Jags are going to be They can't get you a jersey? 5-3 Jaguars here, bottom of the fourth. Andrew Thornton going to lead it off for the Jaguars. Andrew Thornton 0 for 0 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Andy Thornton's been solid out there in center field for the Jaguars today. Had to cover some ground on some of those fly balls, but nonetheless has made the plays and the putouts for the Jaguars. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alfano takes the mound. He closed it out in the bottom of the third there for the Huskies, and good to go ahead and stay in. Three balls, 1 strike.
Number 6, Arnold Bush.
That'll bring the Jaguars back to the top of the lineup with Arnold Bush. Arnold Bush 1 for 1 on the day. Walked his first at bat, has scored. Had a great at bat last inning. Tried to get a couple of bunch down, was unable to do so, and then ended up with a base hit. Andrew Thornton goes. Great jump. Good throw, but beat it by plenty with a great jump and a great slide in there. So Andrew Thornton takes a leadoff walk and turns it into basically a double for the Jaguars. It's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike to Arnold Bush, who's at the plate. Runner now in scoring position for the Jaguars. Fouls it away. Jaguars only 2 hits so far on the day, but 7 walks. And the walk is as good as a hit, especially if you watch Moneyball. That's going to score a run for the Jaguars. Andrew Thornton takes third base. Aaron throws out to left field, allows him to score. So Jaguars going to add 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. It's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes to Arnold Bush. Great play by the pitcher. Ground ball, but great at bat nonetheless by Arnold Bush. But ground ball back to the pitcher. Gets the first out of the inning there. So Reese Jones now at the plate for the Jaguars. Shortstop Brock Bradley at the plate now. Reese Jones on first base. And 1 ball, no strikes to Brock Bradley. Fouled out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice single there for Brock Bradley. Sat back on that one, drove it to the left side of the field. Puts runners now first and second for the Jaguars. Logan Bradford now steps to the plate for the Jaguars. Logan Bradford 0 for 2 on the day with 1 strikeout. Hard hit ball right back to the pitcher. Allows the Tuskies to turn double play there without that was a bang bang. Pitcher made a nice play there and a hard hit ball right back at him. But the Jaguars do pick up one there, so 6-2-3 here as we head to the top of the 5th. Max Vincent back out on the mound to start the 5th. He is sitting at through 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts, but the walks is the key there. Only 1 walk and 65 pitches, 40 strikes. So great strike percentage there. So and last inning was impressive coming out after that long of a rest and being able to get some soft outs and some quick outs. So got to figure this will probably be his last inning, sitting at 65 pitches. But so far an impressive outing by Max Vincent. Vogel, Helmers, and Alfano bat for the Huskies. Two balls, no strikes. Vogel 1 for 2 on the day, has scored. Nice pitch there by Max Vincent, hitting the bottom of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hit by pitch. Courtesy runner for Vogel, the catcher. That's going to bring Helmers 1 for 2 on the day, 1 RBI. Coach Whitaker going to go out to the mound. Looks like we can't see it, but it looks like there may be some action in the Jaguar bullpen. Where's at the plate for the Huskies. Mitchell Frazier on the mound in relief for the Jaguars here in the top of the 5th inning. Ball just a little low, but not a bad miss to start the inning. Or start. Ground ball right to shortstop. Bradley. Oh, runner got a great jump. Probably made setback on that one just a little bit, but runner is safe at the second. Made the throw pretty quick, but I think just a little too far back. Slow roller, and the runner got a great jump at first. All combined for a runner to beat it out. So nobody down, and that is going to bring Alfano to the plate. bunt. Going to be an errant throw, air, and going to bring home 2 for, looks like they may send the runner back. I think it got under the tarp out there. Not sure if both those runs are going to score. Actually, both runs do score there on the errant throw to first base after the bunt. So nobody out, man on third after a dead ball. Ball got stuck under the tarp out there in right field. 6-5 here. Arctic ground ball into the gap there in left field. He's going to score a run. Tie ball game now, 6-6. Barlock comes to the plate. Barlock last bat at an 11 or 12 pitch at bat before reaching on a hit, and it was definitely a pitcher's batter's duel that Barlock ended up coming out on the top on, but Max Vincent definitely battled and challenged with him, but ball in the dirt gets enough of the catcher to get blocked. The runner thought about going, but then came back. Jaguar catcher goes out to the mound to try to settle down Mitch Fraser, just get back on the same page. And tie game right now, so Jags can get out of this. Squares around a bunt, fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's going to get foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tried to bunt it down the third base line, just too close to the line, and would have been tough if it had stayed fair, but foul ball nonetheless. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brings the count to 2-2. Durden at bat for the Huskies. It's going to get away from the catcher. Pitch was high. Gets just over the top of his glove. Allows the runner to get to second base. Runner advances to second on the wild pitch. Count is full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4, man on first and second. Coach Whitaker going to call timeout, make a trip to the mound, talk to his pitcher. I'm going to step away here for a minute. Strike two there. Runner on first pitch to get hit, but he did make an attempt at it, so therefore it is a strike and does not get awarded the base. No balls, 2 strikes. Trussville's still going to try to bunt here with 2 strikes, at least on that pitch. Brock Bradley comes in to talk to the pitcher. Eli Smallwood fields his bunt to get the first out of the inning. I think Coach Whitaker was thinking maybe go to third there, but Smallwood thinking that wanted to take the for sure out there. So, but Trussville does put runners now at second and third with 1 out. Coach Whitaker bringing in the infield in. Ball just a little high. Ooh, not sure where that missed. Must have been just a little bit inside. So it brings the count to 2 balls, no strike. Simpson at the plate for the Huskies. Fouls it back. Ball going to be outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. First base is open, but don't want to put anybody on base here. Ground ball through the left side of the infield is going to go ahead and get the runner in. Ball cut off, holding the runners at first and third. Trussville puts another one on the board here to take a 7-6 lead here in the top of the 5th. Two errors here in this inning have really come back to haunt the Jaguars. It took a 6-3 lead to start top of the 5th. Max Vincent hit a pitcher and then hit a player to award get first base, and Jags made a pitching change. And after that, 2 errors have put the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies ahead 7-6. The errors are very, very costly this inning. Coach Whitaker going to bring the infield back in. Pop out, foul territory to the first baseman, Eli Smallwood, giving the Jaguars now 2 outs. Runners hold that, second and third. Trussville leads 7-6 here in the top of the fifth, but 2 outs. Trussville back to the top of the order here. Jackson, the center fielder, 0 for 2 on the day with 1 walk. Infielders back at regular depth. Just a little low. Great block by the catcher. Ground ball foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike. Evens the count 2-2. Jags need 1 more strike here to get out of this. Mitchell Frazier, 25 pitches so far in relief this inning. Again, errors costly. Full count now, 3-2. First base is open. Jags would love to get the out here, though. Fly ball going to be deep center field. Andrew Thornton looks like he's got it tracked, and he does. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. Jags glad to get out of that one. Trussville puts 4 on the board that inning to take a 7-6 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Due up for the Jaguars, Hagan Holly, Eli Smallwood, and Jack Sellers, the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Jag lineup. Great leadoff hit there for Hagen Holly to start the bottom of the fifth here. Alfano still on the mound for Hewitt-Trussville. He's thrown 24 pitches so far. Huskies getting some action up in their bullpen down there. Ball low, catcher blocks it, keeps the runner at first base. Throw ball gets out into right field, but on foul tip, throw down to first base. Ball gets out to right field, but not far enough for the runner to go ahead and take advantage of it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody down here, bottom of the fifth. Trussville up 7-6. Hagen Holly with a nice leadoff single here to start the bottom of the fifth inning for the Jaguars. Batter shows bunt. Ball in the dirt, gets away and far enough from the catcher for Holly to take second base. We're going to count to 3 balls, 1 strike for Eli Smallwood. Smallwood 0 for 1 on the day with an RBI and a sacrifice fly. Smallwood shows bunt again. Bunted foul, bringing a full count. Jaguars trying to get that runner over to third, put him in scoring position on a wild pitch, pass ball, sacrifice fly. Ball 4 low, and the runner takes advantage of it, stealing third base on the play. So now you got a first and third situation with nobody down. Second baseman Sellers now up at the plate. 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. It's a great bunt down the first base line. No play but to go to first base. Great sacrifice to get the run in there and somewhat of a safety squeeze to tie the game up. A job well done by second baseman Sellers. Huskies do get the out of first base, but not before the run score, and the Jaguars put another man in scoring position on second base. Bottom of the fifth, tie game, 7-7 now. Shows bunt. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runner's going to take third. Smallwood on third base for the Jaguars. 1 ball, no strikes to the batter, Millard. Another bunt, going to be fouled down the first base line. Jags trying to get another run off of somewhat of a safety squeeze there. Trussville coach calls time, as him and the catcher are going to go ahead and bring the infield in and make sure that they've got the right defense called here, preparing for the Jaguars to possibly bunt here again. Tries to pick off at third base, unsuccessful, gets away from the third baseman, probably ill-advised there, and is going to score another one for the Jaguars. So I guess that's going to be the ball game. I guess we're only going 5 innings today. So Jaguars going to go ahead and win this one, 8-7 and 5th on a error on a pickoff attempt there. That scores Eli Smallwood. So Jags get 8 runs on 5 hits, had 3 errors. Trussville, 7 runs on 6 hits and committed 2 errors in the game. Your winning pitcher is going to be Mitchell Frazier, who went 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, and 1 walk. Max Vincent went 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, and 1 walk. Max Vincent, 68 pitches, 41 strikes. Mitchell Frazier, 28 pitches, 15 strikes. Max Vincent faced 20 batters, and Bob Mitchell Frazier 8. Losing pitcher today for the Huskies is going to be Alfano, who came in relief and went 1 2/3 inning, giving up 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, and 2 walks, no strikeouts. So that'll do it. I would encourage everybody to come out to Trussville on Friday night to see Spain Park Varsity in their second of 2 area games against Trussville. Varsity won 11-1 last night. I want to encourage anybody, any students out there listening, be smart, responsible tomorrow at prom, and it's always better to be smart and but have a good time, but be smart. And baseball players, be smart and get rested. And we look forward to watching you guys play Friday night out at Trussville in an area play game.